Crowhill here. Today we review an IPA and ask, why are we still doing this? Hey, good evening, Pigweed.
Good evening, Crowhill. How about some beer and conversation?
That's a great idea. What are we drinking?
It's an IPA.
Okay, fantastic.
Not very clear.
Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
So what's on your mind?
So I had this dream that I went back to the high school lunch table.
Yes.
And I went back to the high school lunch table, and all the friends I would sit with at the high school lunch table were there, but they were, they were grown. They were
Okay.
our age, and they were still arguing about the same things they were arguing about back in high school.
Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah,
Or something like that?
yeah, the same exact stupid crap.
Yeah, the Redskins going to the Super Bowl.
The same stuff. And it's like, and I got the impression from the dream that they'd been sitting there doing that ever since
60 years.
Ever since high school. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
12 years since we
12
graduated.
years, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what's on my mind.
Oh,
I'm just
right.
like wondering, why do we get stuck in these patterns of doing the same thing over and over?
Yeah, so there seems like there were a number of things that took place 5 or 6 years ago that you just go, really, guys?
Yeah.
Still? But, sorry, so this beer, I am not really a hazy guy.
I'm not.
And
Sometimes
there's something about... There's something that comes out of the hops in the process. I don't know how they do it. I thought it was just like lack of filtration and maybe a little bit of wheat or something to make it cloudy, but it also affects the hops in some way.
I'm not sure.
I don't know what
I'm
they're
not sure
doing.
if it's a consequence of making it hazy or if it's just that the expectation with a hazy is something. Anyway, there's definitely a different hop character to hazy IPAs than other IPAs. Yeah.
And so hops tend to fall into a handful of flavor groups like piney and grassy and earthy.
Citrusy, right. Yeah.
Citrusy and tropical. And they just tell you right on the can. Tropical citrus.
Mm-hmm.
They don't tell you what hops it is, but that's probably what you're going to get.
That's what you're going to get.
And that's definitely what you're getting.
Yes.
But I don't know.
I
don't know. It tastes almost artificial.
I'm not a huge hazy IPA fan. From time to time, I'll have one that I really like. But generally speaking, it's like, okay, quit with this is a fad. Get over the fad. Let's move on.
I don't think I even noticed the hazy part. I just saw 1099. And
there you go. Okay.
yeah.
Sold.
So this is a first state, which means now. Does that mean was Delaware the first state to sign on to the Declaration of Independence or to ratify the Constitution?
I think ratify the Constitution.
All right.
Yeah.
That's our little. They
didn't sign the Declaration by state, did they? I mean, I don't think.
Well, no, it wasn't by state. It was by delegates. So there might have been a number of people from Delaware.
I'm pretty sure they were the first to ratify the Constitution. Yeah. All right. So, what would you think if you went? There was some topic that you looked at 10, 15, 20 years ago, and you studied it, and you came to a conclusion. And then all of a sudden you see the same people still arguing about that same thing today.
Right. Well, I mean, is it still relevant? Has it not been resolved?
Yeah.
But I guess for a lot of things, do you remember the show we did on Flovid? A term that is somehow
has not caught on as much.
I was certain that after we invented the term Flovid, you'd hear it everywhere.
Yes, because it's such a great term. It's so the confluence of George Floyd and COVID
seemed to make people crazy, things happened that everybody decided the world is crazy, and every crazy idea that I've ever had to put forth. Now's the time.
And all of a sudden the world went insane.
Yeah, I mean, the trans madness came out of it.
Yeah.
The children's drag shows.
Yes.
We got a new federal holiday.
Trans Story Hour.
Trans Story Album. We got a new national anthem. Everybody had to put pronouns on their business cards and
not only that, but you had to change like your image. Like to be the Ukrainian flag, or
they had to put a black flag, Black Matters,
right? If you didn't follow along with the fad, then you were you're a horrible person.
So it seemed. So now here we are, whatever, 5 or 6 years later, 7 years later, something. There are a lot of things that I'm just going, are we still doing this now? Especially after I feel like Trump reset a lot of these things.
Yeah.
It's like we're not doing this anymore. And so, but we are doing a lot of these things anymore. And one of them that came to mind was my granddaughter went off to camp, and it was a very generic, it wasn't computer camp or theater camp. It was just camp. Having fun camp.
Yeah.
And I said, so how was having fun camp?
Well, wait a minute. Let's just stop and think about what is camp about? It's like shooting bows and arrows. It's
generic, yes.
Yeah.
Fun
riding
camp.
Horses.
Right. There are different types of nerd camp.
Yeah.
But that's what it should be. It should be doing the rope climbing thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And doing stuff, getting outside, playing some sports.
Yeah. Right. I said, so, how'd it go? She goes, oh, we learned a lot about climate change. And with that in her voice.
Well, I'm glad
well, at least I appreciate the exasperation.
I'm glad she hated it. Yeah.
But the fact that, I just feel like, guys.
Really?
We've already, Europe's already wrecked its economy. Based on this idea, Biden tried to, and
aren't we done with this?
We've kind of. I saw that the what is it? The IPOC, is that what they're called? The
IPPC.
I don't know. The UN
IPCC, something like that. Yeah.
Even when they came out, and I don't know if. I think that they've actually done real science, and then the leftist journalists do what they want with it to spin it the way they want. And they're like, we never said that the catastrophe was going to happen. We said, this is the worst case scenario, and we do not think it's going to happen. So I don't know if it's them CYAing years later, or if that's what they said all along, and the journalists ran with it.
The journalists have been obviously the incentive on the side of journalism is towards extravagant, crazy claims, because all is well. News at 5 doesn't get you to tune in.
No, if it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah, the hidden danger that's going to destroy everything. News at 5. Everybody tunes in. So the climate change thing is like, okay, fine. Man-made CO2 is affecting the environment, but it's not a catastrophe, for heaven's sakes. And this continuous, the world is coming to an end because of CO2. It is totally Chicken Little. We have to get over it. It's like totally manageable and really and
it was one of those things that I thought, we're on the downside of that, and then I'm like,
oh my gosh.
Are we still doing this?
Yes. I keep seeing posts on Facebook about how everything is falling apart. And isn't it funny how we always just have 6 months? Like for the past 6 years, we've only had 6 months to solve this problem. And somehow or other, it just keeps getting told, Now
I'm seeing less pronouns in your bio.
Oh, gosh.
But I'm still seeing it.
Yes.
And then, so now that it comes to mind because I'm seeing less of it, that when I do see somebody really feel it's really important, right? When
your reaction is, come on, really? Right. And this was like a temporary insanity 4 years
ago. To show your wokeness.
Yeah. Can you please get over it?
No, we're still.
Do you think, for example, that I'm going to carry around everybody's business cards and go, oh, well, what are her pronouns? Really? Let me find out. Like, I can't even say what are her pronouns, right?
No.
What are that entity's pronouns? I have to find
Now, I've seen some where it's some very long, name from Cambodia, and they're clarifying, which I appreciate. Like, you don't remember who you got this business card from.
Yeah.
So before I call this person, that's nice to know who I'm dealing with. Yeah. Okay, that's the.
How about the generic name? Your name is Chris. You say he. Okay. How about just put in Mr.?
If you're really concerned that they're not going to know, which doesn't really matter anyway, you can clarify that with the sound of your voice.
Yes.
But if you really feel like you need to let them know ahead of time before they send you an email, but what are they going to send you? Some sexualized email that they need to know your sex before they...
Whenever in your life have you sent an email to a person where you used a pronoun?
Yeah, I mean, you don't. It's like when somebody tells me if somebody were to tell me their pronouns, I'm like, you're standing right in front of me. Can I just say you or your name? Or are you worried that I might use the wrong pronoun when you're not in the room?
Yeah, you're super concerned. Way over there.
Anyway, and I'm still seeing masks.
Yeah,
I'm seeing masks. People, private. I don't know. Or maybe you do have a thing and you're on a bus. All right. That's fine. But just a guy walking down the street or in the car by himself.
Just the other day, I was at our useless post office.
Are you still doing this?
The post office where I live is terrible. But if you go down and stand in a line at the post office, there are still little stickers on the floor.
The stickers are still on the floor.
6 feet apart. You got to stand 6 feet apart, which never had any basis in anything.
No.
It was complete nonsense.
No.
But we still have the stickers to make sure that you
But fortunately... But if you actually saw people doing it, then you'd go, are you still doing that? Right? Hopefully people are still ignoring that.
Yes.
Now I saw a sign at Walgreens about their COVID shot.
Oh, yeah.
So there are only two things going on here. You haven't changed your sign in 3 years, which I don't think is true, or you're still offering COVID shots. And I'm assuming people are still getting them, or you wouldn't use up your sign space.
Yeah, well,
are people still getting?
Yes, and they make a lot of money. The Walgreens and everybody else makes a lot of money giving out these shots.
And so now your bloodstream is 15% COVID relief. Yeah. Are there anything else that people are doing that we?
Sure. So how about Black Lives Plaza?
Oh, well, I have good news.
Okay.
I saw a company had changed its name back to 16th Street.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be Black Lives Plaza. But that Black Lives Matter has any credibility whatsoever, that you haven't scraped that thing off your bumper sticker by now. What a scam.
It was a total scam from the beginning. And if you fell for it, I'm sorry, but by now you really ought to be over it.
Yes, even whatever self-satisfaction you got from your virtue signaling, from saying how I think Black Lives Matter, you need to get over that, because now you just look silly.
Yes, yeah, it was pretty dumb. How about scared to say gay and retarded?
I saw this one where they're like, it was like, Trump's president, it's okay to call your friends gay and retarded again. And that's kind of how I feel. Like, Trump turned the tide on a lot of these things.
Yes.
And yes, you can call your friends gay and retarded.
Yes, especially when you're with a bunch of guys.
It's just a bunch of guys.
You're a bunch of guys. You can call them whatever you want. That's what you do.
Oh, somebody might think that you're... Yeah.
How about Me Too? Remember that?
Yeah, I think we're over that.
I hope so.
I think believe all women.
Believe all women was such a ridiculous premise from the very beginning, as if like women are not capable of lying and manipulating.
Have you ever seen divorce court of any kind at all? You do not think that women would lie to take an advantage?
No. How could they?
They're women.
They're women. They're perfect. They're angels.
Do that things.
I know. They don't do things like that.
I was at... What was that? Oh, I know what it was. It was the stupid Obama trash can library. It starts off with a land acknowledgement.
Oh, my gosh. Like,
are we still landing? So is that how it works? So if I steal something from you and I go, I acknowledge that I've stolen that. And I get to keep it.
That makes it all better.
And I get to keep it.
That makes it all better.
So you either acknowledge it and give it back.
Yeah.
Or you obviously don't acknowledge it.
So what was the thing that Custer did?
Oh my God, that was so good. Yeah. He runs now. I don't know who was it. The Sioux
I think so.
Yeah, and then he runs down all of the people that lived there before the Sioux did.
Right. So the Sioux chief is trying to tell him,
This is our sacred land.
This is our land. It's been our land forever, blah, blah, blah. We are connected to the land. And he says, yeah, well before you, it was held by these guys.
Actually, he knew. You guys actually came out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
And so is the Creek were here before you, or whoever. Right. He runs down the whole thing. Would you spring up out of the ground? You conquered the land because you wanted it. That's all we're doing.
It was BS back in Custer's day, and it's even worse BS now.
Yeah.
Because we should know better. We should know that, like, no piece of land has been connected to this particular tribe or whatever for any significant amount of time.
Yeah. Or anywhere in the world. Where are the Assyrians? Where are the Hittites? Where are the Phoenicians? Where are you know what I mean? It's like people come and go. Empires grow and shrink, and you know, all land is conquered and defended.
Yeah.
And that's just it. All land is stolen. If all land is stolen, then no land is stolen.
Right.
Nobody sprung out of the ground. Everybody fights for land, and maybe there might be some land that's just so crappy that the first people that nobody ever fought them for. People live nomads in the desert.
There might be an island out in the ocean somewhere that nobody has ever lived on.
Only one people have ever lived there and can lay claim that we are the only people that have ever lived on this land. Yeah. Probably somewhere.
It's possible, but then if somebody else comes and takes it from them, like. They have to, for the rest of their lives, say, this is stolen land. We stole it from Joe and Harry, who used to live here before.
Yeah, I went to a piano recital in Bethesda.
Right.
I had to hear about how they were on stolen land.
Are you kidding me?
No. I'm like, it's good to know that Rockville was once the land of whatever. And okay, moving on.
I have this one. I'm on my list, and I'm not sure exactly why I put it here. Misgendering a topiary triceratops.
Yes. Oh gosh, I got this one. Right. So there was a. Explain what a topiary triceratops would be.
Well, topiary would mean carving it out of bushes.
Yes.
Yeah. And the triceratops is a dinosaur.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they had then there's the explanation under what was a triceratops and where did it live, and it said they them.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! They had to put they them on a triceratops.
Yes, they gave it a name, and then
they said they them.
But because you don't know how triceratops identifies.
I see. Yeah.
I mean, is that nauseating?
That is very nauseating.
It was nauseating 6 years ago, and now it falls under. Are we still doing this?
Yes. Now, how about did we ever get back Uncle Ben, Aunt Jemima, or the Land O'Lakes-Gal?
They've been canceled.
They've been canceled.
They've been canceled for being not white in the weirdest way. Like, I mean, these people who.
Okay. So, American history is the history of white and black people and other people, Chinese people, other people, Indians, all having complicated relationships with one another.
And making different contributions.
Making different contributions and doing good things and bad things. And that's the way it is. So black people are part of our heritage. American Indians are part of our heritage. Chinese people are part of our heritage.
And I think Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima were actual people who created a business around their great food making.
Whether they were or weren't, the idea was if you're trying to build a brand, you don't put something on that that's going to make people not want it, right?
That would be terrible marketing.
It would. So what you do is you put you want to say this is Uncle Ben's rice, and it's supposed to give you a feeling of Uncle Ben, yeah, he. It
will draw
rice.
You towards the thing. Yes. Like look at Aunt Jemima. Now she did get an upgrade. She got. I think she had a hair thing on, like the woman head. Scarf from Gone with the Wind, and then like in the 80s or something she got rid of that, got regular hair. All right, she got a makeover, all right, but she's still acknowledged as she's still a reliable woman for making syrup.
The idea
just like Uncle Ben.
Yeah, the idea is you see, that's Aunt Jemima's syrup. Man, she made good syrup.
Good syrup.
That's the attitude that you're supposed to have.
And how she got canceled for that.
It's crazy.
It just shows the craziness of the age that I think we're saying, are we still doing this?
Exactly. have we finally gotten over this insane woke mindset that says if you refer to some race in a way that makes any white, blue-haired woman on a college campus somewhere feel uncomfortable, that somehow that's a bad thing?
I wonder, do you know that they edited out the Trump scene of Home Alone?
I
cameo?
do know that. Come
on. Look, I'm going to watch Home Alone this Christmas just to see if he's back in. Okay. Because I'll have to say, are we still doing this?
Yeah. Trump derangement syndrome.
That basically crime is okay. Have we dialed back on that in our major cities where shoplifting under $900 is not a big deal?
I was in New York City, and I stopped into this drugstore, and this homeless guy off the street, walked in, grabbed a couple bags of potato chips, and walked back out. And nobody batted an eye, nobody said a thing, Nobody called the cops, because as long as they're only stealing this amount, that's fine. That's their right. It's their right as homeless people to go into your store.
Okay, so we are still doing this.
We are. Well, this is a couple of years ago. But,
I'm sure that's How about not, I don't think it's gotten any better under Kami Mandami.
I recently went to our useless public library, and there you go in, and these little tables highlighting different things. It's like Pride Month table, LGBT authors, race issues. Like every single display in the whole thing was some sort of woke left-wing crap. And I'm thinking, I wouldn't even want to bring my kids into this library.
Even if I didn't have a computer and needed to get online, I'd find someplace else.
I would find someplace else, yeah.
So they still have internet cafes. Remember that was a thing?
Oh, I know. That was pretty cool. I don't think so anymore. Because everybody's got it in their
Wi-Fi everywhere.
Yeah. Right. So, Pride Month, why are we still doing this?
Well, yes, but at least we don't have the federal government engaging in it. If a private affair, it sounds like a pretty private activity to me.
Yeah.
The L and the G and the B and the T mostly refers to what's going on in your private life. So,
except for the T.
Who knows what's going on there? But yes, do we need to not light up the White House in rainbows? I know. So at least we don't have our embassies overseas, except of course in the Middle East. They never went full pride. Weird.
Isn't that weird? Wonder why. It's so strange.
And we at least have a few professional sports teams have dialed it back.
Yeah.
And corporations.
I love watching the NFL, but I hate it. Every time they zoom in and I see some stupid saying on the back of their helmet, it takes all of us or whatever. It's like that. It makes me want to barf.
It does make me want to barf.
It's so disgusting. Okay, I got one more. Yeah. All right. Transing the kids.
So I saw some momentum, like where certain universities and certain children's hospitals had said we're not doing this anymore, and
Thank God.
I'm like, whew.
Yeah.
How good is that? We've clear, and then the federal, then the Title IX fight,
right?
The federal, laws about. I think the Trump administration has put forward things that
trying to cut back on that. Yeah.
But then you'll see some legislation in California or Oregon fighting away, and I'm going, are we still doing this?
Yeah. So
I thought we figured that out.
Europe has been ahead, meaning further down the slope to hell on us on this issue. They started it earlier.
Yeah, I think the Scandinavians were like, there's no science behind this.
Exactly. And it's been a few years now that the Europeans have started to pull back and say, look, this is BS. It was nonsense from the beginning. There's no medical reason for it. It's a bunch of crap. And they're pulling back, but we're not pulling back as much as we should.
Not fast enough. Apparently, I thought WPATH was about to collapse, but they ain't going anywhere. And that is... All right, so the creepy organizations that think that gender-affirming care is important, all right, you guys are creeps, but we have medical establishments. Most importantly, the WPATH. I don't even know what it stands for. Who are all in all the time. Maximum amount of child mutilation.
Yeah.
And I absolutely do not get. What about do no harm? I don't know the whole oath, but I know it has something to do with that.
The whole thing is unbelievable. And I'm sorry, if you're falling for the trans madness, you're insane.
Yeah. And as a parent, you're disgusting, and you are committing a crime, and I hope you go to jail.
Yeah, exactly. And all the doctors, all the nurses, all the medical organizations who are behind this kind of madness, they need to go to jail.
Right. If there are parents who have been blackmailed into it, I have a certain amount of sympathy for that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of cases, it's not. They are responsible for it. They have the coolest, poodle on the block or something to prance around in front of their neighbors. Look at my trans son and my trans daughter. Isn't it amazing that out of my 3 kids, I got 1 gay and 2 trans?
Yeah. Did you see Jordan Peterson's commentary on that? He said, look,
statistically,
yeah. Like what are the odds? What are the odds that you have 1 trans kid? Like 1 in a million or something. What are the odds that you have 2? What are the odds that you are a narcissistic, crazy person who's trying to use this to get
attention?
Get attention. Yeah. Like 999 million to 1.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So
the thing is, culture always gets caught up in stupid things from time to time. There was the Satanic Panic. There are things that we go through.
Salem witch trials.
Everybody gets pulled into this madness, and it happens, and it's weird.
And you step back and go, "Whew."
Yeah, and there has to be a time where you say, "Thank God we're over that," and I'm sorry to whatever extent I contributed. For heaven's sakes, let go of these things.
But a lot of so I think the reason that most of these things, do we talk about recycling?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Kids, really. I guess it does. I don't know. Maybe glass and aluminum. Does that make sense?
I aggressively do not recycle.
Right.
Like if I'm in a place and they have 3 different bins, I just throw it in whichever one I want. I don't read the signs. I don't care. It's a trash can. I'm putting trash in the trash can.
I saw this great video. It's California, of course, where it's a $275 fine to put the wrong thing in the wrong item, and they're out in some like Santa Monica Pier or whatever, and the trash guy comes by and just dumps them all into the same bin.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all. It's all going to the same place.
It is.
It's not financially benefit.
It's BS from start to finish.
Yes.
And
I kind of do it because we used to have trash twice a week and then recycle once a week. Well, now it's 1 and 1. So I just do it just because my trash can can't hold all the trash. So I kind of do it, but I have no expectations that this is doing anything for anybody.
Now you know what we're doing? What we're doing, which is much better for the environment than any of this recycling crap, we are reusing bottles.
Yes.
We are reusing bottles and
all of our beer is. I've drank 100 beers out of that same.
Exactly.
I would say. Wait, not 100.
Not 100.
Not even my lifetime.
You haven't had 100 beers in your entire lifetime.
Sorry.
But we reuse bottles, and that is probably better for the environment than any of this recycling BS that you've been fed for your entire life. Just from now on, be a rebel. And when you have something, you have a half of a sandwich you don't want, throw it in the aluminum can bin. just to tell them.
It's not going to matter.
It's not going to make any difference at all. Because it's all going to go into the same place anyway.
Yeah. So I would say the reason a lot of these things come to mind is that I think they are in the right direction. But that's what like mass use.
You mean they're trending in the right direction?
They're trending in the right direction. Yes. It's like I'm seeing less of it, but when I see it going on,
you still see it,
I get the feeling of like, are we still doing this?
I know.
But
gosh,
I would I could at least say that most of what we covered today is trending in the right direction.
It is on the decline.
And we're very optimistic guys on that.
Oh, I know. We're very optimistic. Thanks so much for listening. Be sure to like this video and share it with your friends.